In your experience, what are the most common risk factors that any small-scale farmer may face in any part of the world that are common, that are going to be insured in the process?
So I think on top of that list, there are many, and I think we might talk here till tomorrow to list all the risks farmers face. But on top of that list is drought shocks. This is effectively because most agriculture in Africa is rain-fed, or at least for smallholder farmers, including Asia. And once in every 5 years or so, Mother Nature has a way of just denying you some rain for whatever reasons. And what happens, crops experience total loss or even partial but significant loss when there is not enough rainfall. Floods, this is excessive rain, especially in cases when crops are irrigated in irrigated areas. And this varies from country to country, right? So for some countries, like in West Africa, you'll find the most significant shock is a flood. In other countries, it is drought. The other, I think, on that list is pests and diseases. This is effectively, you're talking about things that are uncontrollable. So the farmer has done their bit, but it's systemic. Like for instance, in Kenya recently, we had the menace of locust or fall armyworm. So you have all these events that happen that affect a lot of farmers. And it can actually significantly impact the agricultural production of a country. Then now you start talking about more, I would say, concentrated risks. In some countries, you'll find cyclones. In some countries, like for instance, Mozambique, cyclone is one of the biggest, if not the biggest risk. Hurricanes, so on and so forth. And these are natural events. That there are other shocks that farmers face. For instance, price risk, right? You'll find farmers who have you go all your way, you invest, assuming you can sell your produce at a certain price. But then because of excessive production or because of lack of market, the prices just tank. They tank. Sometimes it could also input cost, right? I think what showed us recently during just at the start of the Ukraine-Russia war is our over-dependent on maybe fertilizer from Ukraine and many other variables. They can actually have a huge impact. That amongst many other variables, from hailstorms to bird, you'll be surprised actually some parts of Nigeria, you have Sheqela birds that actually devastate crops, right? Wow. And also animal encroachment, right? You'll find some areas which are near national parks. Because say there's a drought, then the animals sort of leave the park and then just start encroaching to the farms. And these things sound like they're in separate, sometimes they are connected, because when animals can't find their sort of grass in the park
to graze,
they just decide to join you for lunch or supper, right? So
and they'll come to the farming
They come to the farm and eat your lunch and eat your supper. After all, why are you having it alone?
I get it.